Get out of the studio, Mike. Get out of the studio. Get out.
Yes.
Get out.
Yeah, but get.
Get out.
Yeah, but can I get though?
Can you leave?
Yeah, but I'm not.
3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, everybody? My name is Nick Murphy. I'm one half of the Brothers Murphy, and this is Metagame Minute. Metagame Minute is a weekly segment, weekly back to weekly, because it's been a while since we've done one. Segment where we talk about anything we want to talk about in board games. Today, we are back. Our new studio is, at least this portion of it is built out. It's super exciting. It looks super cool. It looks super good. We're very, very excited about it. But because we are building this out, and we had many different setbacks, check our Kickstarter for updates about that, because it's been a whole thing. It's been a little while since we've done a Metagame Minute. I haven't had a chance to do one in like a month and a half. It's been weird, and I'm very excited to get back to it. So today, what we're going to talk about is something that someone brought up in a stream, and that is how far back do you allow players to retcon things? Retcon is basically fixing a mistake. How far back do you allow them to do it? If it was just their turn, they're like, oh, you know what? Can I have taken this wood instead of this stone? And some people are very, very cutthroat about things like that. They're like, absolutely not. Like, it's, the chess rules. Once your hand leaves the piece, it's done. It's in the annals of history, and it can never, ever, ever be changed. Or some people are kind of like, yeah, take it back, whatever. And I guess this is kind of just depends. I feel like most people are pretty forgiving unless you play like really, really cutthroat, which to me, like playing that kind of cutthroat basically sounds like the worst thing I can imagine. And again, that's personally for me, not for everyone else, but I play games for fun. I don't play games to win. And I feel like doing things that way is very much a winning mindset. And I just do not care if I win or not. And so we're pretty forgiving. I guess it's like one of the main things that I think everyone kind of agree with. It's like, if it's going to change the state of the game like now, then that's a problem. So basically, if it was like 2 turns ago and Mike says, oh, could I have taken this tile instead of this tile? But then that meant I would have had to like put my tile back and like change stuff. Then it's like, no, it's what's done is done. So I think retconning to that point is too much. But for the most part, like honestly, you can kind of retcon anything with me. Like if it's with me, I'm just like, yeah, go ahead and do whatever you want. Take some different, again, as long as it's not gonna make what we're doing right now more difficult because we have to like try and figure out stuff. Usually like, I think a lot of people will come down to, it's like, if it was the previous turn, you can change it. But once you move on to the next turn, then that turn is done. You can't then go back. And I think that's a pretty fair like, parameter to have around it, right? Like that's a pretty fair, like, okay, you get 1 turn to fix stuff and then after that you're done. And then that's all competitive games. And I guess cooperative games would probably be more or less the same way, but also I wanna know, how do you deal if you deal with solo games? Because with solo games, I just straight up cheat. I did it a while ago, a long time ago. I did a Metagame Minute about how I just cheat in solo games. And to be fair, I still do. I retcon so much stuff in solo games because it's my game. I don't care. Like I'm just playing it alone, so it's not affecting anyone else. So sometimes I'm like, oh, now this person came out and just absolutely decimated all my stuff. Okay, we're gonna go back, and just not do that because this is my dang game and I can do whatever the heck I want. And I'm gonna do this instead so that doesn't happen. Boo hoo hoo, you suck, AI. And I do that all the time. And I feel like a lot of people out there are cheaters. So if you're a solo cheater like me, put it down in the comments below. But in general, where do you stand on talking about mistakes and letting people correct those mistakes? And are you more lenient with like new players? If it's someone's first game with the game, are you very lenient? But maybe the second game, once you're in the second game though, then it's done. No, you know how the game plays, you should just be able to go right now. So how lenient are you? And then does that change based off of, player count, how new someone is to a game, all those different kinds of things. Let me know how you deal with this because Mike and I are both very forgiving. It's like just retcon stuff. If that means you retcon something and then that means you now won and I lost, I don't really care. It doesn't really matter to me. But some people are more competitive than me and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with being competitive. If you are, that's also totally fine. It's just for me, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, do whatever you want. As long as it's not going to affect what I was about to do, I don't really care. And so let me know how you feel about this down in the comments below, and let me know the different, because again, a lot of it's situational, right? So let me know those situations as well. And that's going to be it. Quick, easy. We're in the new studio. Stuff is tight, and our stuff is not going to have any rambling unnecessarily. which I just did. So that's a lie. We're exactly the same. We're just in a new place. But nonetheless, until next time, whether you let people retcon stuff for days or you don't do it at all, remember, the more meta, the more better. Thank you so much for watching that Metagame Minute. If you want to check out last Metagame Minute, which was like a month ago, check out that video right over there. If you want to check out some other cool video, check out that video right there. Make sure to like, subscribe. You know what to do.